Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. If you bought them, let's use them. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new subscribers, and thank you so very much to everyone who is supporting me in so many positive ways. A lot of you are now discovering that there are a lot of beautiful file folders on the market, and we love to craft with those file folders on the channel. So today we're going to do it again. We are going to take a beautiful file folder and repurpose it. We're going to take that file folder and use it for something else. Now, the file folders that I've been getting, I've gotten some from PopShelf. Mostly I buy them from currentcatalog.com. So if you're looking for file folders, just go online, do a search for decorative file folders, and hundreds, maybe even thousands will come up. So today we're going to take this beautiful file folder, and what I really love about this one is that it's double-sided. So you can see on the inside we have beads and on the outside we have flowers. So if you're looking for double-sided decorative file folders, that's all you need to type in your search bar. And what we will be making is in this plastic baggie. So I'll give you a closer look in just a minute. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it, y'all. So here's a closer look at today's beautiful file folder that we're going to be working with. You can see how beautiful it is on the outside, and it's equally as beautiful on the inside. And again, if you're looking for double-sided decorative file folders, that's really all you need to put in your search bar. You don't necessarily need the ones that I'm using on the channel. There are so many beautiful ones out there. So type in double-sided decorative file folders and see what returns. So we're going to take this file folder and we're going to turn it into this. So we're going to make a holder for this, as well as a beautiful little notebook. And the notebook pad is 3x6, and you can see that I kept it very, very simple. Didn't do any over embellishing, just made a plain old notebook, and on the outside I put the word smile. Now here is how I made the notebook. I took a pre-made notepad, and I got this notepad from Tuesday Morning many years ago, and I've never used it, and I got the pad for $6.99, and the pad is meant to be used this way with the adhesive on the side, but I decided to take that and turn it this way so that I could cut out 3 sections of this pad and use it as my notepad pieces. And then I'm able to get at least 9 notebooks from this one pad. So here is my pad that I have already cut, and I cut this pad to 3x6. If you don't have pre-made pads, you can cut your own. You can make your own. You can cut down these notebooks to make your pads. You can cut down any notebook that you find to make your pads. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 3x6. That is what I'm using on this project, but you can certainly modify this technique to fit whatever pad you might be working with. So we're going to go ahead and get started on making this. I have my little holder. We put it back in the holder, and that is how beautifully simple this project is. So to make this project, as I'll be making it today, we'll be using a standard size decorative file folder. And when folded, it's about 8.5 by 11.75 of an inch. Now in the UK or outside of the US, I'm not sure what's considered standard size for a file folder, but it's probably pretty close to this. And then I have my notepad. I have cut down to 2 7/8 by 6. And I have about 40 sheets on this notepad. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the file folder and we're going to get rid of the section here where this tab is. So let's put it in. We're going to line that mark up so that we can trim away that excess. And so you have these 2 pieces here. Then I'm going to rotate my folded file folder, and I'm going to position it in at 8 and remove the fold. So now we're going to make the jacket cover for the notepad. So we're going to cut one of our pieces down to 6.5 by 6.25. And I am going to cut this. So now we're going to go ahead and score this. We're going to put it in the scoreboard. We're going to score at 3, and then we'll rotate it to the opposite 6.25 inch side and score at 3. And then we can just fold this. Once you have it scored and folded, you're going to have a 1/4 inch spine. So I am going to take this, place it on the inside, and y'all, this is a one and done. We're not adding any chipboard to it. It is not meant to last forever and ever. It is, for me, a one and done, but you can modify this process if you want to make yours refillable. So I have added some glue to the back. I am just going to take this and put it in like that. Go ahead and make sure I have a nice stick on that. And then when I open it, I have a nice little notepad with a nice little cover on it. I am going to take one of my Dollar Tree stickers, and I am going to use that sticker here on the front. We're going to put it right there. And then I'll take the inside piece and we'll put it in right there. And what I like about these stickers is if you had something else you wanted to put on the inside, then when you lift up, you can see that we're peeling away from that word, so you can actually put your own saying on the inside. So there is our beautiful little notebook. We're going to go ahead and make the box. So to make the box, we need a piece that is 8 3/8 by 7.5. So even though I'm using file folders on this project, you can see that the measurements I'm giving are measurements that can be converted to your double-sided paper. So on the 7.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 7. Then on the 8 3/8 inch side, we're going to score at 3.5, at 4, at 7.5, and at 8. Then we just need to fold and very lightly burnish the score marks, because sometimes your file folder might have a plastic coating on the outside and that coating can crack. So I am just doing a very light fold. So then on your project piece, you're going to have 2 scores here at the edge, 2 narrow scores. We need to get rid of the corner marks at the top and the bottom. So I am just going to go ahead and remove those. So then across the top and across the bottom, wherever you have a score mark, we're just going to go in and angle to free the tabs. And your project piece will look like this. Now both of these have a 1/2 inch score here at the top and at the bottom, so it really doesn't matter which one you designate as the top or the bottom. But on one end, we need to take our glue and we're going to place glue on all of those flaps, and let's fold them in. And then I'll go back with my bone folder to make sure I have them nice and stuck. So on the end that you folded in, that is now the top of your box. And all we're going to do is find the back of the box, which is here. And we're going to make a cut here so that you'll know that you can remove the notepad. Now I'm going to use my oval punch. But if you don't have a punch, Your shape does not have to be oval. If you don't have a punch, just go in and cut yourself a little triangle, just to make sure that on your box you know which end is the front, so that whoever's getting this, they'll know how to remove that notepad, even though they'll probably be able to figure it out. So I have this. I'm going to bring in my punch. So I am just going to put that in there and punch it out. And so now I have just a little divot here so that you'll be able to tell that the notepad is in there. So now we're going to take our glue, place the glue on our glue flap, and now we can just match end to end. Get that nice and stuck. And now we have our sweet little box. I am going to take my ends here, fold them in, add some glue. I'll fold that back piece over. Then I'm going to place some glue on this flap and fold it over. And let's just get that stuck. And there is our sweet little box. I can take my notepad, put it in, and you can see how that fits inside of the box. Now what I'm going to do, and you don't have to do this, but I'm going to find some of my scrap pieces, and then all I did was took my scraps, and I am just going to cut out the flowers, and I'm going to use those on top as my decorative piece. So I am just cutting this out. And then I'm just going to cut out this piece as well, because I want two flowers sort of overlapping. So that's all I'm doing, is cutting out my flowers. I probably should have used my detailing scissors, but these were handy, so I just decided to go with them. So there are my flowers. I think I'm going to take the flowers and put them on the end like that. So on the top flower, I'm going to take some of my foam dots from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to add some glue to this piece because it'll be flat. And I'm going to put it right there. And then I'll take this piece and I'm going to match it right there. And then I have this little piece of ephemera that says love, and I am going to add it right there. So let's put some glue on the back. We're going to take this piece, bring out that L just a little bit. And how sweet is that? And so there we have it. We have another way to use those file folders and turn them into something really, really pretty. And from one file folder, we were able to make our notebook as well as a custom little holder for these. And then if you wanted to present these in a craft fair, all you would need to do is take your nice little notebook, put it in a baggie, and seal that baggie. You don't necessarily need a topper on this because it's so decorative, but if you wanted to add a topper, you can just place it right here along the top. So in this case, I would just take some of that scrap file folder and use it as a topper if I wanted a topper. So I have brought the first one back in so that you can see all of this beauty that came from a file folder. We don't always have to have 12 by 12 papers. We can look at other items that are made of paper and think, what can I do with that? Well, this is one of the things that you can do. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed today's awesome file folder craft. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.